Before humans understood the secrets of the largest jungle on the planet, before science revealed its hidden laws, a world already existed where every creature could become prey. In the wild heart of the Amazon, among dark rivers, suffocating humidity and infinite shadows, predators observe, stalk, and decide who lives and who disappears. Welcome to Wild Amazon, when survival is in the hands of predators. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel to give us more motivation to keep creating quality content. Don't forget to comment below what you thought of the video and tell us where you are watching from, so we can chat together. Let's begin. In the heart of the Amazon, where rivers meander through endless jungles, the jaguar rules as the supreme predator of this wild world. Its scientific name is Panthera onca, the largest feline in the Americas and one of the most powerful hunters on the planet. An adult male can exceed 100 kilograms, with a compact and muscular body designed for strength, stealth, and endurance. Its dark rosettes blend with the fragmented light of the tropical forest, turning it into an almost invisible shadow among the vegetation. Unlike other big cats, the jaguar masters both the jungle and the rivers, moving with ease between dry land and water. Its bite is one of the most powerful among all current felines, capable of piercing shells and skulls with extraordinary force. In the Amazon, few species can ignore the presence of this predator that influences a large part of the food chain. Capybaras, pecaris, caimans, turtles, and numerous mammals live under the constant pressure of a hunter that rarely wastes energy. Near an Amazonian lagoon, a group of capybaras feeds peacefully while the forest remains still. The jaguar detects movement from the dense vegetation and advances slowly, using shadows, roots, and bushes as cover. When the distance is perfect, it emerges from the darkness with a burst of strength and launches the attack before the prey reaches the water. The hunt ends quickly because the combination of surprise, power, and precision makes the jaguar one of the most efficient hunters in the jungle. Thanks to its role as an apex predator, it regulates populations of large herbivores and other animals that compete for resources within the ecosystem. Without the presence of the jaguar, the ecological balance of many Amazonian regions could be significantly altered. During the breeding season, males travel large territories following trails and signs left by females. Deep roars and scent marks serve to communicate presence and reduce unnecessary conflicts between adult individuals. Stronger males usually obtain better reproductive opportunities and pass their genes to the next generation. Even during this stage, the jaguar continues to perform its function as a natural regulator of the forest and riparian environments. Its influence reaches from the hidden paths of the jungle to the shores where caimans and capybaras seek food. In the Amazon, the jaguar is not just a big cat. It is the force that maintains the invisible order of one of the most complex ecosystems on Earth. In the murky waters of the Amazon, piranhas move like small dark flashes beneath the river's surface. Although their size does not seem imposing, their jaws and sharp teeth have given them a fearsome reputation throughout the world. Many species belong to the Cerassalmidae family and inhabit rivers, lagoons, flooded areas, and slow-moving channels of South America. Their triangular teeth fit together like tiny blades, capable of cutting flesh, scales, and animal remains with great efficiency. In the dark water, they do not always hunt large prey. Many times they perform an essential function by consuming dead or weakened animals. Therefore, piranhas act as river cleaners, removing organic remains before they contaminate the balance of the ecosystem. When they detect an injured fish in the murky water, the group orients itself toward the vibrations and begins to close the distance. They approach in rapid bursts, surrounding the weak signal and taking advantage of the confusion created by the mud and current. When the prey loses strength, several piranhas attack at once with short, precise, and repeated bites. The hunt ends through collective pressure, because in the Amazon River, even small teeth can become decisive when acting together. Despite their fierce reputation, piranhas are also prey for river dolphins, caimans, aquatic birds, and larger fish. Their presence keeps the nutrient cycle active, helping to transform death and animal remains into energy for the entire river network. In the Amazon, the piranha is not just a symbol of fear. It is a small but powerful piece within the invisible order of the water. In the dark swamps and silent channels of the Amazon, a gigantic shadow remains hidden beneath the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to attack. It is the green anaconda, one of the largest and heaviest snakes existing on Earth. Its scientific name is Eunectes murinus, a predator specialized in the aquatic environments of South America. Some exceptional females can exceed 6 meters in length and reach weights greater than 100 kilograms. Its muscular body, covered in dark spots, easily blends with roots, submerged logs, and floating vegetation. Unlike many large predators, the anaconda does not depend on speed, but on patience and absolute stealth. It can remain motionless for hours underwater, leaving only its eyes and nostrils visible. On the muddy banks of the Amazon, capybaras often approach to drink and feed near the wetlands. The anaconda detects the movement of a capybara near the water and remains hidden among aquatic plants and motionless shadows. It waits patiently while the prey closes the distance, unsuspecting that danger is only a few meters away. When the exact moment arrives, the anaconda emerges with a sudden explosion and wraps the prey with its powerful coils. The hunt ends thanks to the enormous force of constriction, a strategy perfected over millions of years of evolution. In addition to capybaras, it can capture aquatic birds, young caimans, peccaries, and other animals that approach too close to the water. As an apex predator of the Amazonian wetlands, it helps regulate populations and maintains the natural balance of these ecosystems. In the swamps of the Amazon, the green anaconda does not need to chase its victims. It is enough to wait in the darkness until the river delivers an opportunity. Beneath the emerald canopy of the Amazon, where tea-colored rivers meander among ancient roots, a clamor of cries breaks the calm of the water. Then the giant otter emerges, known as the river wolf, a social predator that turns the current into its battlefield. With a length reaching 1.8 meters and a weight of 30 kilograms, this mammal is a whirlwind of energy and hydrodynamic muscles. Its strength does not reside in solitude, but in the unbreakable loyalty of a family that functions like an elite commando unit. They communicate through a complex repertoire of 22 distinct vocalizations, from high-pitched whistles to warning roars that resonate for kilometers. The day begins with cooperative hunting, where the group surrounds schools of large fish as if they were a living net of fangs. However, the peace of the territory is threatened when a 3-meter black caiman invades their favorite fishing area. Instead of fleeing, the giant otters activate their collective defense protocol, surrounding the reptile with coordinated aggression. The water boils as the river wolves launch rapid attacks, biting the intruder's tail and flanks to force it to retreat. Just 3 seconds of direct confrontation are enough for the caiman to understand that the numerical superiority and courage of the family are insurmountable. The reptile dives into the depths, leaving the territory under the absolute control of the long-whiskered sovereigns. Victory comes at an immense energy cost, but it guarantees the safety of the cubs waiting in the burrow along the shore. The giant otter teaches us that in the flooded jungle, the individual is fragile, but the united family is an unbeatable force of nature. Its existence is a reminder that communication and cooperation are the most powerful tools for dominating the chaos of the river. The echo of their cries will continue to mark the rhythm of the Amazon, the eternal ballad of warriors who never leave anyone behind. In the dark rivers of the Amazon, where sediment-laden waters hide almost everything that moves beneath the surface, the black caiman rules as an ancestral predator. Its scientific name is Melanosuchus niger, and it is the largest reptilian predator in the Amazon basin. The largest males can exceed 5 meters in length, becoming silent giants of the tropical wetlands. Its dark skin provides excellent camouflage in somber waters, especially during dawn and dusk. It often remains motionless for long periods, leaving only its eyes and nostrils visible above the surface. From that position, it can silently monitor fish, mammals, and birds that approach the banks to drink or feed. Aquatic birds are frequent visitors to sandbanks, submerged routes, and small beaches along the river. The caiman detects a bird feeding near the shore and remains hidden beneath the murky water without revealing its presence. It approaches slowly using the current and the natural cover of the river to reduce the distance without causing alarm. When the prey enters the appropriate range, it emerges with a sudden explosion and launches the attack from below. The hunt ends in seconds because the element of surprise makes the black caiman one of the most effective hunters in the river. Its mere presence forces fish, birds, and mammals to remain alert every time they approach the dark waters of the Amazon. In the world hidden beneath the surface, the black caiman represents a silent threat that maintains the natural balance of fluvial ecosystems. In the stagnant arms of the Amazon, where mud blurs the horizon and warm 28 degrees Celsius water hides the vision, a living battery lurks in the shadows. The electric eel is not a common fish, but a predator capable of generating discharges of up to 860 volts with its specialized organs. With a cylindrical body 2 meters long, this creature is a ghost of muscle and electricity that breathes air to survive in shallow waters. In an environment where sight is useless, it uses low-voltage pulses as a biological radar to map obstacles and detect the presence of life. It moves like an electric shadow, waiting for the moment a prey crosses its sensory field to release a paralyzing discharge. The silence is broken when the eel detects a school of fish and discharges its power, churning the water with an invisible force of thousands of newtons. Just 3 seconds of pure electricity are enough to collapse the nervous system of any living being within its range. The current stops and the prey float inert, ready to be consumed by the absolute master of the silent storm. Even the largest predators, like the caiman, learn that touching this scaled body is an invitation to an instant and painful death. The electric eel teaches us that the most lethal weapon is not always the fang or the claw, but the invisible energy that flows from the heart of darkness. Under the dense canopy of the Amazon, where the river flows like liquid lead through the flooded forest, a colossal silhouette moves in the depths. The Arapaima, also known as Pirarucu, is a living relic of the prehistoric past, a titan that can reach 3 meters in length. With a weight of 200 kilograms, its body is covered with large mineralized scales that act as a shield against piranha bites. In these warm and stagnant waters, where oxygen is a scarce luxury, this giant has developed a unique survival secret. Every 15 minutes, the predator must break the surface to breathe air, using a modified swim bladder to conquer the suffocating depths. It remains motionless near floating vegetation, waiting for a school of small fish to approach its massive red-tinged shadow. The Arapaima is a strategic ambush predator, feeling vibrations in the water long before the prey detects its presence. Suddenly, the giant opens its mouth, creating a powerful vacuum that sucks in the prey with a force of hundreds of newtons. Just 3 seconds are enough for the river surface to explode and return to absolute silence after the mortal impact. This colossus reminds us that true power lies in the ability to find breath where everyone else is suffocating. In the flooded plains, where water and land merge into a single element, the colossus of calm arises, the capybara. The Hydrochoerus hydrochaeris is the absolute sovereign of the wetlands and the largest rodent to walk the face of planet Earth. With a weight that can reach 60 kilograms, its physical structure is a compact mass designed for semi-aquatic life and thermal resistance. This peaceful giant lives in social bands of up to 20 individuals, where collective intelligence is the only law of survival against killers. Its eyes, ears, and nostrils are situated at the top of the skull, allowing it to monitor the environment while its body remains submerged. The moment of drinking water is a test of biological stamina, as the calm of the shore often hides a lethal electrical tension. Under the gloom of the vegetation, the stealth of the jaguar stalks every movement, seeking the precise instant for the definitive ambush. On the riverbed, the caiman patrols the shallow waters like an armored shadow, waiting for an individual to stray from the group's safety. On the shore, the capybara herd remains alert. Every raised ear and every restless gaze functions as a living collective surveillance system. Among the submerged roots, the green anaconda waits like an invisible biological trap, ready to wrap the rodent in an embrace of mechanical asphyxiation. At the slightest sign of danger, the leader emits a powerful alarm bark, a sonic signal that triggers the synchronized flight toward the liquid abyss. The capybara is an exceptional swimmer that can remain below the surface for 5 minutes, using apnea as its greatest tactical advantage. It possesses interdigital membranes on its feet that function as biological oars, allowing it to reach a speed of 5 kilometers per hour in the water. As a keystone species, the capybara is the heartbeat that sustains the food web, transforming plant biomass into energy for the sovereigns of the jungle. This inhabitant of the mud processes kilograms of aquatic plants daily, modeling the wetland landscape with selective and constant grazing. Its life is a perpetual dance between the peace of the meadow and the terror of the shore, a lesson in resilience in the heart of South America. The capybara remains as the guardian of the water mirrors, the gentle giant that defies fate with a vigilance that never rests. Each footprint in the mud is a testimony to the will to live in a kingdom where danger glides in silence under every wave. The survival of the herd ensures that the biological balance of the ecosystem remains intact against the ferocity of untamed nature. The sovereign of the swamps continues patrolling the water paths, ensuring that the vital pulse of the Amazon never stops vibrating under the sun. In the dense shadows of the Amazon, a collective force emerges that moves like a tide of noise and ferocity. The collared peccary. The Peccari tajacu is a robust inhabitant of the understory, possessing sharp canines that function as biological daggers hidden under its snout. With a weight of up to 30 kilograms per individual, its true power resides in the massive band that can group more than 50 warriors. When they detect a threat, the peccaries emit a terrifying sound by clashing their teeth, a mechanical warning that resonates in the gloom. They possess powerful scent glands that secrete a musky chemical signature, marking their territory and coordinating the group with military precision. Unlike other herbivores, this army of hooves does not hesitate to counterattack, using its collective mass to ram its aggressors. The jaguar observes from the heights, aware that a frontal attack against an enraged band can result in serious and immediate injuries. As a critical link in the food web, the peccary provides the energy necessary to maintain the biological stamina of the jungle's sovereigns. In the midst of flight, they reach a speed of 35 kilometers per hour, breaking through the brush with a mechanical force that clears forest trails. The peccary remains as the guardian of the deep soils, the indomitable band that ensures the balance and biological health of the Amazon. Far above the floor of the Amazon, where the treetops form an endless green ocean, the harpy eagle rules the sky of the tropical forest. Its scientific name is Harpia harpyia, one of the most powerful birds of prey existing on the planet. Females can reach nearly 9 kilograms in weight, far exceeding the size of many other eagles in the world. Its broad wings are adapted for maneuvering among giant trees, dense branches, and confined spaces of the Amazonian canopy. But its most impressive weapon is its enormous talons, capable of gripping prey with extraordinary force. From a high branch, the harpy silently observes the movement of monkeys, sloths, and other arboreal mammals. Its exceptional sight allows it to detect small movements among leaves, vines, and shadows from a great distance. Monkeys represent valuable prey because they provide a great amount of energy within the tropical forest ecosystem. The harpy detects a monkey moving among the high branches and remains motionless while calculating the trajectory of the attack. It approaches using the cover of the canopy, hiding its silhouette among the leaves and shadows of the canopy. In the decisive instant, it descends with explosive speed and extends its talons toward the prey before it can escape. The hunt ends quickly because very few canopy animals can resist the power of an adult harpy. Sloths also form part of its diet, especially when they remain exposed while moving slowly among the trees. As an apex predator of the canopy, it regulates populations of arboreal mammals and helps maintain the ecological balance of the jungle. In the Amazon, the harpy eagle does not just rule the sky, it rules a world suspended between branches where few hunters dare to compete with it. In the highest canopy of the Amazon rainforest, where the treetops touch the clouds, an untiring acrobat emerges who dominates verticality with absolute grace. The spider monkey, belonging to the genus Atellus, is the sovereign of forest agility and a master of life 30 meters above the ground. Its physiognomy is a masterpiece of biological adaptation, possessing extremely long and thin limbs that give it its name and unmatched mobility. With a weight ranging between 7 and 9 kilograms, its physical structure is light and powerful, optimized for brachiation through the dense green labyrinth. Its most legendary feature is the prehensile tail, a muscular structure that functions as a fifth limb with amazing tactical precision. The underside of its tail lacks hair and possesses tactile pads similar to fingerprints, ensuring a perfect mechanical grip on the slipperiest branches. This biological spear is capable of supporting the total weight of the animal while it uses its hands to collect nutritious fruits under the tropical sun. The spider monkey moves at a surprising speed, performing dizzying leaps of up to 9 meters between the tops of giant trees. It lives in complex societies of up to 30 individuals, dividing into small foraging bands to optimize energy consumption in the deep jungle. Social communication is vital for its survival, using a repertoire of metallic screams and barks that resonate throughout the canopy. The moment of greatest tension occurs when the group's sentinel detects the massive shadow of the harpy eagle, the absolute sovereign of the Amazonian air. known as Harpia harpiger. This aerial predator launches high-energy attacks, closing its 13-centimeter talons with lethal mechanical force. At the alarm signal, the spider monkey activates a lightning-fast response, throwing itself into the density of the vegetation to hide its thermal signature. It uses its tail as a dynamic rudder in mid-flight, making sharp turns to elude the eagle's impact trajectory in the chaos of the branches. This mortal dance between aerial stealth and primate agility is the barometer of natural selection at the edges of the sky. As a keystone species, the spider monkey performs the vital mission of being the forest's gardener, dispersing seeds of ancient trees over great distances. By consuming a great variety of fruits, it ensures that the jungle's biodiversity remains intact and in constant biological regeneration. Its biological health is the barometer of ecosystem integrity, indicating the vitality of the primary forests that still manage to breathe. The spider monkey remains as the guardian of the high shadows, the agile spirit that reigns in the gloom of the canopy with a will of steel. Each movement of its limbs is a testimony to evolutionary perfection, a reminder of the untamed majesty that inhabits the heart of the Amazon. In the dense green vault of the Amazon dwells the sovereign of parsimony, a master who has turned slowness into his ultimate weapon for survival. The three-toed sloth, known scientifically as Bradypus variegatus, is the supreme example of energy efficiency in the animal kingdom. Its physiognomy is designed for perpetual verticality, possessing 10-centimeter curved claws that function as impregnable biological anchors on the branches. It spends 90% of its existence suspended upside down, a position that allows it to monitor the jungle with a minimum expenditure of mechanical force. Its true superpower is absolute stealth, moving at a speed of barely 0.2 kilometers per hour to become invisible to predators. It possesses the slowest recorded metabolism among terrestrial mammals, processing a diet of tough leaves in a digestive cycle that can last 30 days. The sloth's fur is a vibrant ecosystem where microscopic algae grow, giving it a greenish tone for perfect mimicry with the canopy. This botanical symbiosis turns it into an undetectable ghost before the visual acuity of the harpy eagle and the lethal stealth of the jaguar. Its neck possesses additional vertebrae that allow it a head rotation of 270 degrees, giving it total vigilance without needing to move its body. Unlike fast hunters, this warrior of stillness survives through absolute harmony with the measured rhythm of the tropical rainforest. With a weight of barely 4 kilograms, its muscular structure is minimal to conserve every gram of biological stamina and body heat. Once a week, this inhabitant of the air descends to the ground on a high-risk mission to fulfill its biological needs in the gloom. On dry land, its vulnerability is maximum, but its infinite patience keeps it as an inert object that eludes the gaze of killers. As a keystone species, its presence indicates the health of the canopy, harboring on its body a biodiversity of insects that depend on its quiet existence. The sloth remains as the guardian of the green silence, the sovereign who reigns through peace and energy savings in the heart of the Amazon. Under the carpet of dead leaves where humidity saturates the air, an incandescent jewel emerges that defies the laws of discretion, the poison dart frog. Belonging to the Dendrobatidae family, this small sovereign is the most toxic vertebrate inhabiting the humid jungles of planet Earth. Its skin exhibits vibrant neon colors, a biological design known as aposematism that warns predators about its lethal chemical load. With a size that barely reaches 5 centimeters in length, this tiny titan possesses an arsenal that exceeds the physical power of any big cat. Its skin glands secrete batrachotoxin, a lightning-fast neurotoxin that blocks sodium channels and stops the nervous system instantly. The potency of its venom is so massive that a single individual possesses enough toxic energy to extinguish the life of 10 adult men. This biological weapon is refined through its diet, consuming specific ants and beetles that contain the chemical precursors of its liquid armor. In the microcosm of the forest floor, the dart frog moves with absolute confidence, knowing its trail is a death sentence. Unlike other amphibians, it is a diurnal inhabitant that does not need to hide in the gloom, reigning through the radiance of its forbidden colors. Minimum contact with its skin generates a chemical discharge that causes muscular paralysis and respiratory failure in less than 10 minutes. Compared to the jaguar, this creature does not require steel claws or jaws of thousands of newtons to subdue its biological opponents. It demonstrates amazing parental dedication, carrying its tadpoles on its back towards small water deposits in the high bromeliads. As a keystone species, its presence is the barometer of ecosystem health, indicating the biological purity of the Amazon lowlands. The venom of this frog has been used by ancestral cultures to create infallible arrowheads, transforming biology into hunting technology. The poison dart frog remains as the guardian of lethal colors, the chemical sovereign reigning in the humid silence of the eternal jungle. In the humid roots of the giant trees of the Amazon dwells a tiny warrior with the most feared weapon in the insect kingdom. The bullet ant, known scientifically as Paraponera clavata, is the absolute sovereign of pain in the micro-world of the tropical rainforest. With a length of barely 3 centimeters, its robust and dark body hides a biological ferocity that completely defies its small size. Its name comes from the intensity of its sting, a discharge of pure agony described as the physical sensation of being hit by a bullet. It injects a potent neurotoxin called ponerotoxin, which blocks cellular communication and keeps the nervous system in a state of total suffering. In the Schmidt Sting Pain Index, this creature occupies level 4, the maximum degree of biological suffering a human can experience. The force of this chemical impact can last up to 24 hours, a test of stamina for any organism that dares to invade its sacred territory. These warriors live in complex social colonies, patrolling the understory in bands to protect the sovereignty of their queen and their lineage. As a keystone species, they regulate populations of invertebrates and ensure that the cycle of organic matter in the Amazonian soil remains dynamic. The bullet ant remains as the guardian of the microtrails, the iron titan reigning in the gloom with an indomitable will. In the gloom of the jungle floor, a prehistoric-looking silhouette emerges, patrolling the labyrinth of roots with absolute stealth. The giant ant-eater, known scientifically as Myrmecophaga tridactyla, is the undisputed sovereign of social insects in the Amazon. With a length reaching 2 meters and a weight of 50 kilograms, its physical structure is a marvel of evolutionary specialization. Its most formidable weapon is its 10-centimeter-long claws, biological tools capable of fracturing termite mounds as hard as concrete. It possesses an elongated and cylindrical snout that houses a 60-centimeter tongue coated with a sticky saliva designed for massive capture. This solitary predator uses its tongue with lightning speed, performing up to 160 movements per minute to extract protein from anthills. Despite its slow gait, this giant possesses surprising mechanical force, capable of facing the jaguar in a life-or-death duel. Its sense of smell is 40 times more powerful than that of humans, allowing it to locate chemical food trails across kilometers of jungle. As a keystone species, it regulates insect populations, maintaining the biological integrity of the soil and the dynamic balance of the terrestrial ecosystem. The giant ant-eater remains as the guardian of the leaf litter, the indomitable spirit reigning in the deep silence of the Amazon. When massive clouds discharge trillions of liters of water over the basin, the Amazon experiences an unprecedented biological metamorphosis. The river level rises up to 10 meters, overflowing its banks to reclaim the territory of the giant trees. The jungle is transformed into a submerged emerald ocean, a water labyrinth where the line between the land and the river completely disappears. In this flooded kingdom, fish navigate among ancient trunks, taking advantage of the abundance of fruits that fall directly into the liquid mirror. Species like the tambaqui process seeds in the submerged canopies, fulfilling their mission as biological dispersers in the heart of the flood. The Amazon pink dolphin patrols the forest corridors with surprising agility, hunting among the roots in a world without dry horizons. For terrestrial inhabitants, the advance of the water is a warning of scarcity, forcing them to disperse toward the granite highlands. Large herbivores see their paths blocked, turning every square centimetre of dry soil into a high-value strategic resource. The jaguar, the sovereign of stealth, must change its war tactics, becoming a permanent inhabitant of the verticality of the branches. From its wooden throne 20 meters high, the feline observes the liquid abyss, waiting for a prey to be trapped in the flood's net. The green anaconda finds in this setting its greatest biological advantage, gliding among the aquatic shadows with an unstoppable mechanical force. The pulse of the jungle slows down under the weight of the water, a necessary parsimony to conserve metabolic energy in the forest of mirrors. This flooding cycle is the engine that fertilizes the land with nutrient-rich sediments coming from the Andes mountain range. Without the Amazon's sweet tide, the dynamic balance of the ecosystem would collapse, silencing the green heartbeat of the world's lungs. Life in the flooded forest is a test of absolute stamina, where only the sovereigns of adaptation manage to persist under the eternal rain. Each drop of rain and each centimetre of the river's rise ensure that biodiversity regenerates in an eternal cycle of biological purification. The flooded Amazon remains as the most majestic and mysterious sanctuary on planet Earth, the place where the forest meets the fresh ocean. The majesty of this biological phenomenon is the ultimate testimony of nature's indomitable power to transform the landscape at its will. The cycle of life continues to vibrate beneath the surface, maintaining the balance of nutrients and the health of the global planetary system. The sovereign of the waters and the guardian of the roots ensure that the essence of the Amazon never stops beating under the sun and the storm. The paradise of the Amazon finds itself today at a critical crossroads, where the majesty of its biodiversity fights against the shadow of uncontrolled human progress. Massive deforestation fractures the ecosystem, reducing thousands of square kilometers of primary jungle to isolated and vulnerable fragments of vegetation. Forest fires driven by extreme aridity consume the green sanctuary, transforming the refuge of sovereigns into a desert of ashes. The illegal extraction of mineral resources pours toxic chemical substances into the river's arteries, poisoning the biological sustenance of thousands of species. Climate change alters rain cycles and raises the temperature above 40 degrees Celsius, challenging the stamina of even the most resilient inhabitants. Sovereigns like the jaguar see their life corridors fragmented, losing the territory necessary to maintain the dynamic balance of the food chain. The loss of a single biological link in this laboratory of evolution triggers a chain reaction that threatens the integrity of the entire planet Earth. As the world's green lungs, the Amazon processes trillions of liters of water and oxygen, guaranteeing global climate stability. The disappearance of the jungle would mean the silence of nature's purest heartbeat, a biological catastrophe of incalculable proportions. Modern science and satellite monitoring are today the last real shield to safeguard the lineage of the Warriors of the Gloom. Protecting every square kilometre of this kingdom is a mission of honour that requires international will coordinated with surgical precision. Fostering responsible coexistence is the only way to ensure that the cry of the howler monkey and the stealth of the jaguar continue to reign. Our responsibility is to preserve this masterpiece of evolution so that future generations inherit a world where wildlife vibrates with strength. The fate of the Amazon is the mirror of the fate of humanity, a reminder of our absolute interconnection with the pulse of the earth. The majesty of the jungle must prevail so that the green heart of the world never stops beating under the eternal sun of freedom. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next content. Don't forget to share your opinions through the comments section.